Hello everyone and welcome to our live Q&A, Microsoft Dynamics 365 Customer Insights and Marketing for Manufacturers. My name is Gareth Boyle, the Senior Marketing Executive for Microsoft here at Fusion 5, and I'm joined today by Microsoft Digital Specialist Pooja Prithyani, Microsoft Business Solutions Specialist Nafe Siddiqui, Fusion 5 General Manager for Dynamics CEC, Paul Griffin. Before I hand over to our first speaker, just a couple of bits of housekeeping. The first part of today's session will be a presentation from the speakers I've just introduced, with the second half acting as our Q&A session. If you do have any questions during the presentation, you can ask them via the chat function or your Teams application or browser, and we'll address them at the end. We'll also share a copy of today's recording with our attendees and those who couldn't make it after the session. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first speaker, Nafe from Microsoft. You're up.
Thanks, Gareth. Great to be with you all today. Very excited to be presenting to you. So I guess we'll just sort of start off. We'll take a bit of a step back and just sort of look at the market that we're seeing today. So we're working with a lot of manufacturing organizations across Australia, and we look at some of the challenges that we're seeing across the board. Obviously, currently with how things stand, COVID-19 has disrupted a lot of the workforce. And obviously with digital technology accelerating at rapid paces, we're seeing a lot of changes and challenges emerging in the manufacturing space. So firstly, obviously customer expectations are rising. We see 74% of customers are very frustrated with mass marketing. They want a more personalized interaction. 35% of customers, their workloads are being done through some form of remote work, and that will continue to accelerate until 2023. And really, when we sort of look at customers, they're very frustrated with sort of inconsistent challenges across different channels. And some of these customer challenges that we see translate into a range of challenges for some of our service leaders in the manufacturing space. So obviously with COVID, managing that distributed workforce is quite challenging, while sort of keeping employees' safety at the forefront of things. And that's a challenge that we see across the board. And then once again, with COVID, disrupting and things being more sort of remote, managing those customer interactions across various channels, organizing that data, understanding that data, centralizing that data is a challenge that we see, and then really sort of attracting those quality leads when that interaction is being done in a completely different way as we see it today. So those are some of the challenges that we see, and I think for manufacturing in particular, the supply chain one is one that we're seeing across the board, and it's one that different organizations are looking to solve in different ways, but it's something that's really that's causing some challenges for some of our customers. Just one final one that I wanted to call out was aging systems and disparate data sources. So with a lot of our organizations, as I sort of mentioned, with remote work, it's becoming increasingly difficult to manage data that's locked up in silos that customers sort of aren't able to understand what's happening, where it's happening, and generate meaningful insights. So yeah, just wanted to quickly cover up some of the trends and challenges that we're seeing in this space. So over to this next slide, and I'll talk through some of the portfolio that Microsoft has as well. But really, on the data piece, I think what we're sort of seeing is, as I mentioned, data is fragmented, it's locked up in silos, and it's really difficult to have any meaningful insights from that data when it's locked up in silos. And when the insights aren't generated at the right time, actioning those insights in a proactive way becomes increasingly difficult, and the business is not able to be agile and nimble to generate progress or towards that digital transformation, but also in enabling businesses to deal with customers as well. So that's another sort of consequence of having that data locked up in silos. And then a new one that's sort of coming out is from privacy and compliance standpoint. We're seeing when data is in different systems, maybe old systems, compliance and security is a challenge that we see across the board. So I guess I wanted to quickly introduce our Microsoft Cloud, and I'll speak a little bit about business applications in a little bit more detail and the marketing solution as well. But I just wanted to spend just 1 or 2 minutes on this slide and just kind of take you through the Microsoft story and how we approach transformation. So the Microsoft Cloud is really built to accelerate your business transformation. We're the only vendor in the world that cloud can support everything all the way from productivity business applications and the intelligent cloud. So with productivity, things like Teams, which the webinar is being hosted on today, can help you with your communication, your collaboration, sharing files, and integrated with different third-party tools that you might be using. LinkedIn is a tool that a lot of us will be familiar with. So whether that's recruiting or managing your workforce or employee engagement through LinkedIn is another one. And then obviously the Microsoft Dynamics 365. Which covers the end-to-end business applications, so all the way from CRM, ERP, field service, all sort of fits within that Microsoft Dynamics 365 portfolio. We also have GitHub, which is the developer toolkit, and then the Power Platform as well. So the Power Platform is a low-code platform that really helps you build your own technology. Business users can really it's low code, no code, so very easy to build, and really helps you extend some of the processes that you might have for the business. All these platform solutions, portfolios are all hosted on the common data platform Azure, so they're all hosted on the Azure platform, and all these products they have, they're built from ground up with identity, security, compliance natively embedded in each of these products. And Microsoft's invested $1 billion alone in just cybersecurity. Also, I think one other call out is from an AI and machine learning standpoint. Obviously, all of our products, all of our solutions have AI and machine learning natively embedded in them as well. So to help you really make those predictive and smart decisions and gain meaningful insights from data. So Pooja will be talking a little bit more about that later today, as well as you might have data locked up in different sort of spreadsheets or things like that. How do we use AI to help you with those processes and really gain the efficiencies that you're after? So moving on to my next slide, and I'll pass it over to Pooja after this. So wanted to give you guys a quick overview of our Dynamics portfolio. So Dynamics, sort of covers that end-to-end business landscape. So it's the world's most connected cloud, and data is captured across the business in a connected, integrated way. So you can have your marketing, your finance, your human resources, your field workers in the site, all that data that's being done across the different sites of the business, all that's captured in an integrated, connected way, and it's all hosted on that common data platform. So the processes become a lot more connected. It helps you and the Power Platform that's sort of at the bottom of my screen, Power Apps, Power Virtual Agent, Power BI, sort of helps you generate meaningful insights, which are really, powered through that Power Platform, really to enable you to run that connected business and connected enterprise. So I guess today's session is about more of our marketing and customer insight portfolio, and I'll just quickly touch on this slide, Pooja, and I'll pass it over to you. So I guess when we look at our marketing stack or marketing portfolios, that the marketing solution really helps you engage with customers one-to-one at scale and really build those meaningful relationships as you grow the business. So one of the challenges that we sort of covered earlier on, that customers were frustrated with those mass marketing engagements. So how can we enable you to have those real-time personalized interactions with customers at scale to generate those quality leads? So win customers and earn loyalty faster. So really designing those end-to-end customer journeys, improving the customer communication, nurturing those leads and feeding it into the sales team, and then really turning events and webinars and things like that, and really helping you scale through that as well. Obviously, the AI piece, which we sort of covered as well, I think that's an enormous sort of benefit of the solution, where you can sort of create AI channels. You can sort of understand and get a 360-degree view of your customers, understand what their challenges are, and really build that deep, meaningful relationship with them, and build that trust with them as well. So this is just a little bit of an overview of what that marketing solution or portfolio can do for you. I'm just going to pause here and then pass it over to Pooja, who will sort of walk through some of the use cases that we see for marketing within this manufacturing space. What are the challenges, and how our marketing solution sort of addresses and solves for some of these challenges, specifically within this vertical. So yeah, over to you, Pooja.
Thank you, Nori. Thank you for walking us through with the quick trends and challenges here. So we all understand, right, that gone are the era of just sending those mass birthday communication emails to your customers. It's all about personalization and relatable experience. And how we can achieve that. We can only achieve that if we know our customers better. So today we're going to talk about How we know our customers better and target the right audience at right time with right messaging in collaboration using customer insights and D365 marketing. So I'm going to first walk you through quickly with customer insights so that you know your customers better, that who you want to target at what point in time. So customer insight is a customer data platform. It helps you build a deep understanding of your customer by connecting your customer data from various demographical, behavioral, and transactional data sources to give you that 360-degree view of your customers. These data sources can be linked to any data touchpoints, be it the purchase history, the web visits, surveys that they filled in for you, social interaction, billing system, and many more. Idea here is to ingest the data and not, indulge into integrations, which can be easily achieved using these pre-built connectors. This, what you see on my screen, is customer insights in action. And these are the pre-built connectors available for online and on-prem data sources so that you can connect to them and ingest the data and work towards unifying it. So whether you are a SAP customer, Salesforce customer, or using any other system for that matter, you can use these inbuilt connectors and ingest the data into customer insights. You do not need to stop using what you're using day one, which is the great thing, right? So we are not stopping what we are using, but just we are enhancing and trying to understand more with what we've got already. So once your data is ingested, then comes the unification process with the help of 3 M's, which is map, match, and merge. So what we do is we try to deduplicate and unify data using these 3 M's. In simple words, Adam Smith can be your customer. He could be set up as Adam Smith in your dynamic system, whereas Smith Adam in your transactional system and Adam F in your service system. At the end, he is still the same customer that you're dealing with. Just because you're using these different systems which are siloed and not interconnected, you might lose on information about your customer, which you really don't want to. With the help of customer insights, what we're going to do is we're going to create one unified profile called Adam Smith and bring along all the transactions and tractions and actions that this customer is taking in these siloed systems at one place. Once a unified profile is created using 3 M's, we can then apply artificial intelligence and machine learning models on the ingested unified data that helps organizations to unblock the value of data by quickly and accurately predicting customer behavior using our out-of-the-box AI models such as churn risk, so that you quickly know who are the customers who are at the risk of churn, so that you can take quick and right actions at the right point in time. Product recommendations. So if they bought some product, you can quickly suggest them with some relatable product that they will definitely need to achieve specific action. Or you can predict the customer lifetime value, that who are your high valued customers and what's their lifetime value with the help of these models. Just a second, it's not letting me go to the next. Okay, sorry about that. Once all that is done, you can further enrich your data using this brand and affinities powered by Microsoft Graph. That tells you the customers with similar demographic conditions, what do they like, what brands they're into, so that you can meet the demand versus supply needs and you can plan your campaigns better as well. As you can see here, the people here are interested into contract manufacturing, industrial manufacturing, auto industry, and manufacturing industry manufacturing products. So once all this exercise is done, you then get a unified 360-degree profile of your customer. This is the end product we get after doing this exercise. This on the left is the demographic information about your customer, which is coming from these siloed systems that were not interconnected before, but now we've ingested data from them. So all the demographic information is at one place. Then what you see here in the center is the activity timeline, which is the transactions, the activities that this customer has been doing in these siloed systems are now at one place. So you know that as soon as the customer profile pops up, you know that this is the last transaction they made with us, this is the survey that they did with us, and this is the rating they gave it to us. So everything is at one place. This on the right though is the measures. Measures are nothing but the KPIs that we define for our customers, such as give me the customers who give me great NPS score, give me the customers who are my high valued customers, but having transacted with me from constant time. So all this can be achieved using customer insights. Everything at one place, it's a single pane of glass. You know everything about your customer so that you can take the right actions and indulge them with the right marketing activity as well. This profile is not just limited to customer insights. You can then leverage it from any of the CRM system that you're using, such as Dynamics, so that your sales, service, and marketing teams also feel empowered and they know everything about the customer. Now, after all this is done, the main intention behind this exercise is to create meaningful segments, right? So now I can easily, using fuzzy logic, create a meaningful segment such as all my high value customers who haven't transacted with me in the last year. It's my time to go and nudge them so that I can drive more sales, because I'm going to do a product launch next week or next month for that matter. So with the help of fuzzy logic, you can create different segments. You can intersect and create a micro segment, or you can merge two different segments and create a bigger segment of audience as well, very easily. Once that's done, last step is to export these meaningful segments to the right channel, be it your Dynamics 365 for marketing or any other marketing solution that you would be using, or putting the data to the Power BI dashboard so that you understand your customer better, or even your ads managers, different Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, or Google ads to drive more ads for your business. Once all this is done, the next step is to drive meaningful marketing for your customers. Now, this was customer insight side of things. What next I'm going to show you is the journey that we're going to talk about. What we're doing today is we picked up a scenario of ABC manufacturing company. Adam Smith, he is a customer with ABC Australia Limited, and he'd been looking for a low emission excavators for his next construction project. And while he's browsing in Facebook, or while he was trying to inquire about different excavators, he was pulled into the marketing customer orchestration journey. Now, this can be done with different triggers. Either we put the right piece of code on the website so that we fetch that information, and through customer insights, we get hold of Adam Smith and push it to the customer orchestration journey. Or if somebody is going to Facebook and submitting a small form for us, also can be picked in and added to a customer orchestration journey. So any different touch points can act as triggers for customer orchestration journey. So what we are saying is Adam Smith was part of high valued customers not transacted from past 1 year, gets added to the customer orchestration journey, receives an event invitation, which is about the upcoming excavators launch from ABC Australia. He is interested in it, goes and attends the event. Then a survey gets sent to him. He submits the survey, gives great rating to us, converts into a hot lead, and then gets passed on to the sales team to take the conversations ahead. Now let's have a look at this in action in Dynamics 365 for marketing. Right, give me a second. All right. Now, as I mentioned, any trigger can be acted, any touch point can be acted as a trigger to add a customer to a customer orchestration journey, whether it's a customer insight segment that we push to D365 marketing, or it can also be a Facebook post that Adam Smith is browsing here and he's also looking for excavators, quickly clicks on it, takes him to the marketing landing page wherein he reads about these low emission excavators that he's really looking for his next construction project. He quickly fills in a form here, clicks submit. Because he's opting in to hear more about upcoming events and newsletter here, he quickly gets added to the customer orchestration journey for marketing. What that does is it sends him an email immediately that, hi Pooja, that we are hosting an upcoming event where we want to showcase about our low emission mini excavators range launch. Would you like to just come and visit us and see the excavators in action? And this is what I've been looking for. I quickly click on RSVP. That takes me to an event portal here. Now this is the event portal built in D365 marketing, which I'll show you in a little later part of the demo as well. This is what I'm interested in. I can add session, excavator launch and demonstration, checkout. That takes me to the event registration wherein I can check out. As soon as I check out for the event registration, that I'm going to go and visit this event, I quickly get another email that tells me that thank you for registering, and it sends me the QR code right there and then. This is the QR code that I'm going to require to check into the property when I go to see the demonstration of the series of excavators that ABC Australia Limited has to offer. Or thanks to Teams integration, that if I can't go and attend the live session, I can still watch it with Teams webinar live hosting as well. So if I can't make it face to face, I can still attend the event live using Teams. I really went and attended the event. I quite like the series of excavators. That's exactly what I've been looking for my next construction project. Now I want to know more about the pricing and stuff. So I go and attend the session. Just after that, I get sent a survey that how the event was. What did you get all the information about the product that you were looking for? Is there anything else that we can help you? How much would you rate us? Just as I submit a good survey result, this is when I've been showing traction. I've been answering to the emails. I've filled in a form on the landing page. I've shown that traction, interest. I go and attend the event, give great rating. That's how I qualify as a hot lead. And at this point in time, I get forwarded to the sales team. I get a call from the sales specialist, have that conversation, quoting process happens, and I end up buying that excavator for my next construction project. And this is how I have been nurtured from somebody not transacting from a year and going and becoming and making that purchase. Once that's done, my journey still doesn't stop. I get added to another customer orchestration journey. You can call it as a co-sell and upsell customer orchestration journey. What that is, it says congrats on your purchase of your excavator for your project. Why don't you sign up for the care package, which is about extended warranty and how it is going to benefit your company and stuff like that. I find that quite interesting and relatable to my current needs, because I've just bought a product. I would definitely need to cover myself for the next couple of years, and extended warranty is a really relatable experience for me as a customer. And that's how with D365 marketing, we can keep our customers constantly engaged and providing them with information which is really relatable to them and not just marketing or sales and marketing, as we say. So this was the experience that we saw from customer perspective. Now let me just show you that how easy it is to acclimate it as a marketer as well. As a marketer, what are my needs? I need to audience the I need to target the right audience so that I create meaningful segments, or I can able to create the collateral properly, whether it's your email, SMS, landing pages, and event portals. Once all this is done, I should be able to bring this all along using marketing orchestration journey with a drag and drop option, so that I send them an email, I wait for some time, send them another email or SMS, and the way the customer is reacting, create those right different paths for them. Once that is done, I should be able to monitor the success as well and define the right lead scoring model also, that at what point a customer qualifies to be forwarded to the sales team. Now let me show this also from the D365 marketing perspective to you. As a marketer, I can pick the customer insight segment passed on to me, which we saw in the initial part of the demo, or I can still make my own segments using the data that I have in my D365 marketing environment as well. So I'm saying that somebody who's attended the event, or somebody who's clicked my promotional email, or I can collaborate them, or I can create a micro segment, as we just saw in customer insights. Similarly, with the fuzzy logic, if you know your data, you can bring a segment very quickly. Not just that, you've got heaps of actually templates available to build from. That somebody who's walked into your store, gets connected to your Wi-Fi, attended some event. There are heaps of them, heaps of templates available that you can leverage from. And if you still have some specific needs, you can do it the way I just show you. As you can see, this one, somebody's birthday is there, somebody attended an event, somebody got connected to the Wi-Fi, or somebody went and submitted a small form on the landing page. So there are a lot of templates already available to leverage from, else we can build our own segment. Once the segment or audience is defined, next comes collateral, right? So whether it's your email, marketing landing page, it's all drag and drop. You need not to be a what do you call a HTML expert to build this and bring this along. So I'm like really zero in HTML knowledge, but I can still bring this template along. So, and if you've got some marketing team that builds these templates, you can just go and paste your HTML code as well. So it's for everybody, the HTML experts or somebody who's just not HTML, but they still want to do the marketing templates themselves. So you can drag and drop images, put these properties here. As you can see, this one QR code, everything is right here. So you can just bring it here. You can put videos. Nowadays, it's an era of putting videos in the email templates as well. It's all drag and drop. This is text. You can put properties, select your images from the image store, or you can put your Teams link here. It's all drag and drop, as you can see. So all the things that you would need here are right here. So basically, just have to drag and drop and put the data, and your email template would be ready. Not just that, you can leverage from different preview testing that's available here. So you can actually go and preview and test. That is how it's going to render on a different device, such as tablet, mobile, or different email clients, how it's going to render on an Outlook, for example. Or you can do your accessibility check and spam checking as well, that what's the probability of this going to a spam folder. You can do split testing. The basic, all these features are inbuilt and available right there before you actually feel confident and be able to send it to the customer. Once all this is done, the event portal that we all just saw today, this beautiful event portal can be brought along with just 3 very simple steps. You come in, put in your details here, decide the timelines, then you can decide whether you really want to just have a face-to-face event, so you put your building details, or you want both, that you want to host it on a Teams as well as on a face-to-face event as well. So it's as simple, and you can put all this, you can put the wait list that, if you want to just number certain people can only attend, you can put that as well. Once you've done this, you can come up and decide your agenda. You can put as many sessions you want. They can be concurrent sessions or, different time zones sessions as well. Decide your speaker information, everything. Once you put this, registrants can actually decide which session they want to pick up and attend, basically. Once that's done, third and the last step is just to put the right images, and your beautiful looking event portals are ready in a jiffy. It's as simple as that. Once the events are ready, your email collateral and everything is ready, what's next that you would like to do? Customer orchestration journey. That's the heart of any marketing solution, right? So this at the top, again, I'm repeating myself, is the trigger. Now this trigger can be anything. Somebody going to a Facebook post, somebody filling a small form on your website, or somebody coming from a customer insights decided marketing campaign wherein we get the information from 10 different systems that your customers would be attached to. So any of these can act as a trigger. Once the customer is added to a trigger, then they come to a customer orchestration journey. You can do split testing to see which promotions working for you better, which technique or which collateral working for you better or not, for that matter. And you can set up goals. This is telling that already this campaign has achieved 33% of your goals. Then you can decide which method is working. You can obviously see that promotion A is working well for you. Not just that, actually, there's channel optimization also. You can decide which channel is working well for you, whether it's your email or push notification or SMS. Not just that, also the timelines. Which timings customers are actually replying to the emails or showing some traction. You can decide that also, so that you can plan your next campaign better. Because this is all real time, you can actually go and change and do the modifications in your customer orchestration journeys real time, which is great, right? So you know what's not working and you can change the path on the fly as well. Once all this is done, as a marketer, I really want to drive and create a proper lead scoring model, right? That at what point I would like to forward a specific lead to a sales team, right? So this is very easily achievable. Again, you can put the conditions here that if someone is going to my landing page, filling a short form, give them 25 points. If they're registering for an event, give them 25 points. They've attended an event, give them further 25 points. And not just that, they're not just behavioral, you can add demographical information as well. That if a customer is of a certain age group or a certain area, such as they just reside in Perth, you can put all sort of informations here as well. So every step, every traction, you put a point and then you decide a sales ready scope. For me here, it's 75. So at 75 point, a lead gets transferred to a sales team and then they can take the conversations ahead. Once all this is done, at the end, what you want to know is how well a marketing campaign is doing for you, right? So once this, you can see different customer orchestration journeys running in, which's working for you, what's not working for you, and then you can have that, okay, which ones are passed on to the sales team. These are just the out-of-the-box dashboards. You can also create your Power BI dashboards and host them inside D365 marketing as well, and understand the trends, or you can leverage from the out-of-the-box Power BI dashboard as well, that they consume the data that you've got it of your customer orchestration journeys, and you can see that which campaign is working for us, which is not, what's the email sending timelines working well for us, that at what point in time we see the hike in the timelines, right? That okay, that's where we get in some tractions and everything. So starting from any figures, you capture the customer, put them into the specific customer orchestration journey, provide them with the right messaging that is relatable to them, nurture them, convert them to hot leads, pass them to the sales team, still do not end their journey, and add them to the different customer orchestration journey. Constantly monitor the progress of your customer orchestration journeys, and as it's real time, you can actually change them on fly and benefit from it. So this is in a nutshell that I wanted to cover today with you guys, and I'm going to pass it on to Paul to take the things further ahead.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Pooja, and good morning, everyone. So my name is Paul Griffin. I'm our Dynamics 365 CEC General Manager here in Australia. And what I wanted to talk to you about was a bit of an exciting offer that Microsoft and Fusion 5 have at the moment. And what this offer is for eligible manufacturing customers who have got E3 or E5 Office 365 plans today, that you'll be able to have the opportunity to be able to get access to Dynamics 365 marketing with all the capabilities that Pooja's shown you today. And it comes with up to 10,000 contacts that you can engage with over a 6-month period. So it's a really great way for you to be able to have a look at Dynamics marketing, get it into your business, trial it with different ways with, things you've seen today with potentially running webinars through Microsoft Teams, or setting up an event website page, or using the customer journey or the orchestration layer to be able to drip feed communication out to your different customers. So it's really something that we are super excited about and hope that that you'll be able to take advantage of this. And the only thing is we need to get you showing your interest in signing up with this before the end of this year, and then you will be able to get access to that 6-month period of leveraging the Dynamics 365 marketing. Now, on top of that too, Fusion 5 teaming up with Microsoft on this, and we'll put forward a marketing in a day session with your team. So not only will you get access to the licensing, but one of our consultants will work with you and give you all the training and education and overview of how you use Dynamics marketing in your business to set up your first customer journey, your segments, how to do your email templates, how to look at things like lead scoring, and even turning on some of your dashboards to get some of that insights as well. So we really encourage you, if you're really interested in having a bit of a look and see and trialing the Dynamics marketing solution, please get in contact with us. On this slide down at the bottom, which will be shared with you, we have our Fusion 5 Microsoft Sales Manager, email address and phone number, who you'll be able to get in contact with if you want to take it further. And I suppose just to carry on further with that and to talk a little bit about what some of the functionality and what Pooja also was saying today, that the really awesome thing is that if you've already got that investment in Office 365 and you're leveraging Teams a lot, and you do decide to go forward with a webinar, and you run that using with the Dynamics 365 marketing connected in the background there, that when you finish one of your events, you'll be able to go to your attendance tab, where you'll get to see all the people that attended or didn't attend that had registered. And they're simply just clicking on a button with the follow up with participants that's in Teams will automatically bring that information on those attendees or people who didn't attend into the Dynamics marketing platform for you, into a segment that's already been created based on that event. This is all automatic for you. And then there's already customer journeys available with a standard set of flows off the back of them that you can either leave or you can extend as well. So the three sort of standard ones are that if the person attended the event, it could be that they sent a survey to gather feedback. It could be an attendee that registered but didn't actually attend in the event. So you might have a different trigger point that might send them a recording of the event. And then the third one is someone who just didn't register at all. You might want to send them the video and have some further drip feed communication as well. So it's amazing and fantastic that there's that simple connectivity already now ready for you if you're already running teams today. So I thought it was just important to give you an understanding of the offer that Fusion 5 and Microsoft are doing to help, get that marketing app inside your business today, and also just a little bit of the simplicity of the connectivity already happening now between teams and the marketing. So look, what I'm going to do is we're going to hand over to live Q&A. And if anyone's got any questions, please feel far away. And between Nafay, Pooja and myself, hopefully we'll be able to answer all your questions. And again, thank you very much for attending our session today.
Thanks heaps for that, Paul. So while I've got you on screen, I might hit you with the first question there. So what is our, and this is from Jose, so what is our eligibility, or are there any minimum users required for this kind of implementation?
Great question. So yes, there is. It's a minimum of 100 seats of your Office E3 or E5 plans to be eligible for that offer. Beautiful.
Now, Pooja, you're very popular today. I've got a couple of questions for you. So first one off the chat here, what is the typical time frame for data unification profiles and how big a job is it? And if you just got your camera there, Pooja.
Sure. That's a great question, I would say. It depends on the amount of data that we're dealing with, frankly. We've seen customers started and doing it in 2 weeks or up to months, depending on how much data and how raw the data is and how well you know your data, basically. From the system standpoint, you can get started in just a day because it's ready to go if you're able to ingest your data because the connectors are there. So there's no integration effort at all. It's all about how well you know your data and you can unify it. It's like a couple of trial runs where you get that 360-degree profile.
Perfect. Thanks, Pooja. So one from Michael here. I don't have any major IT team on staff. How easy will it be for my admins to set up events and portals for me?
Very good question, Martin. As I showed you, I have zero HTML knowledge and I could bring this along very quickly. So if you don't have a big admin team, you can still do it because it's the product for business users. It's not designed to be used by the IT team, basically. It's for the business users, such as your marketing team or somebody else who would like to just go and quickly create an event and get started. Previously, we used to have integrations with Eventbrite and stuff. Now it's all in-house, so you do not have to worry about it. It's all drag and drop, and anybody can do this very easily.
Thanks, Pooja. I've just got one from Alex here. So how does the Sales Navigator integration work and how complex is it to get running?
Very good question again. So LinkedIn Sales Navigator is tightly integrated with the 365 suite, whether it's your sales or marketing, and all the leads that comes through Sales Navigator, you can be, added to a segment and you can start your customer orchestration journey right away. So it's already integrated. So as and when you put in your logins, your leads start flowing in. So there's nothing complex that you need to do it from your side, basically. So previously we used to export and import it to any marketing channel, right? Now it's integrated, so you do not need to do that. All your leads will start flowing in day one when you integrate or put your credentials, basically LinkedIn credentials. That's it. That's all you need to do.
Thanks, heaps, Pooja. And just one here, can we host these forms that you showed today on our websites?
Yes, 100% you can. So the web form that I showed in my demo, you can host it on your website so that it takes the CSS and formatting and look and feel of your website, so it looks as a part of it rather than hosting something which is slightly different from your website. So yes, a very good question. You can easily host that on your website and no one would know that this is a marketing form. But the submission of that form would go and come back, like the submission of this form would go in D365 marketing. The leads would go in and created in D365 marketing. in the background.
Thanks, Pooja. Okay, I don't think we've got any more there. Perfect. So yeah, as I mentioned up top, I'll share a copy of today's recording and answers with our attendees and those who couldn't join us. However, if you've got any immediate questions, please feel free to reach out directly to any of our presenters you can see on screen today. Other than that, thanks heaps for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you all at the next event. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.